Howdy, y'all. All right, my pickup's been giving me crap on starting. Went out and freaking things started clicking on me, whatever, didn't want to start. So I read up and I heard these 6.4 starters are the freaking bee's knees here. So I decided to give it a shot. They say it's a direct bolt in, and I'm really hoping so. The nose cone's a little bit different on the 6-liter. It kind of sticks out a little bit farther, which once I get that one out, I'll snap a video, kind of show you the difference of it. But here's a new Reman starter from Napa, which hopefully it does pretty good. Me and my buddy Jeff, we put a Napa starter in his 7.3 liter, and the dang thing caught on fire on us. So hopefully that doesn't happen with this one. All right, I'll go ahead and, once my truck was clicking, I you don't know if it's your key or not, which this one, it's on a toggle switch. So, so I was like, all right. So what you do here to kind of test it out is there's this wire right there. And I got my key turned on. Well, and you unplug this thing here, and it's got this. And what you do is you freaking touch it right there. All right, so yeah, as you can see, it's a little ghetto there, but you heard how it started with the 6-liter starter, so I'll go ahead and I'll throw this 6.4 liter starter on and let you guys tell the difference on that. I'm over here at my boss man's shop, whatever. I figured I'd snap out a quick little video, try to put more stuff on here. So what better than to do a 6.4 starter upgrade video? All right, I'm gonna get these batteries disconnected and lift her up in the air and start the show. Well, first I'm gonna go put it in gear because I had to leave it in neutral in order to do that. Little start for you guys so it didn't jump off the lift and kill me. Which is pretty funny. Me and my buddy Jeff, we did a 350 swap in this pickup. The 454 was bad in it, and get the motor all bolted up, everything like that, whatever. And it was a manual, and I'm like, oh, boom, wamba, start this freaking thing up. Started up, and I'm standing in front of the rig. And yeah, he thought it was in neutral and took his foot off the clutch, and dang thing lurched at me. So I'm a little cautious when it comes to stuff like that. So all right, I'll get back to you guys. Stay awesome. I wish I had an awesome camera lady or something, or somewhere to set this up and time lapse or something like that, but I don't. So here you go. Okay, here's the difference between the 6-liter starter. See, it's got this nose cone on her, but the bolt holes are all the same. See it? This bottom one, these two, yeah, it looks like it's going to be an exact bolt in. Shouldn't have any problems. Of course I say that now, but all right, it took about 20 minutes to get that starter out. You're going to need a 1/2 inch, I think this guy here is a 10 millimeter just for this little bolt on here. Then you'll need a 5/8 just for this bolt right there. 1/2 inch, 5/8, and a 10 millimeter, and about 20 minutes to get the starter out. See, I just pulled it out and then have the wires hanging there. I unhooked the battery. So say you're going to a shop, get this quoted. In all reality, they shouldn't charge you more than an hour, hour and a half. I mean, because I'm far from any kind of professional mechanic, and it took me 20 minutes to get this starter out. So, all right, I'll slap this starter in and show you guys the difference in sound, because a long time ago, well, not really long time ago, but I put a gear reduction starter in a 7.3 I had, and made that thing freaking crank right over. Sounded like a twigger running through the woods when a spotlight came on. Well, it ran. So, all right, I'll get back to you guys once I get this in, and I had to stop and kind of wash my hands a little bit. Not really great, but enough to touch my telephone. So, okay, I'll finish snapping this in and I'll get right back to you guys. Okay, all, moment of truth. See if this 6.4 starter cranks any faster. Oh yeah, she does. She cranked right over. All right, so good upgrade in my book so far. I'll have to get out, make sure it's not on fire. That was kind of a freak accident, whatever. I'm sure that one time, hopefully that was a one-time only deal. but figured might as well do it here in my boss's shop where there's lots of fire extinguishers and fire truck outside just in case. But all right, 6.4 starter upgrade, pretty good in my book so far. That was a quick start. Like I said, that 7.3 I had, the gear reduction starter, that was similar. And all right, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully this was informative. And also, you'll need an 8mm for your battery post. I didn't include that in my list of wrenches. So make sure to take your positive off. You don't want to, cause any unneeded fires. Speaking of that, I see a little bit of smoke out there, so I better check that out. All right, thank you guys very much. Stay awesome. Okay, wasn't on fire. Just a little blow by coming out of my dipstick tube. I figured I'd just end this video, whatever, do a quick little conclusion. If your starter's going bad, I'd say go ahead and do the 6.4 upgrade. I wouldn't go changing a really good starter in order to do the 6.4 upgrade. It did give it some more RPM, but not really a lot to justify pulling a good starter and replacing it with that, because it's $200 and an hour's worth of time. So say if you're taking it to a mechanic, it's going to cost you around $265. I imagine mechanics are around $65 an hour, but maybe I should be a mechanic. But it's easy to do. If it's just you and, some hand tools, you'll bust it out in, like I said, an hour. I'm far from any kind of professional mechanic or anything like that, and I got bolt dyslexia, so I have to loosen everything before I tighten it and vice versa. So it's not that hard. So like I said, if you have to replace your starter anyway, you're having starter issues on your 6-liter, it's not a bad idea to go ahead and throw a 6.4 starter in it. It is a direct replacement, bolts right in, and does add some more RPM. So I imagine it's probably better for colder starts and stuff like that. But so far, the couple times I've started the rig, whatever, it's working. That's all I really ask for, is start of the works. But it'd be nice, faster cranks. Hopefully it's easier on my batteries. I don't know if the 6.4 starter draws more current or less current or anything like that. Don't really know the scientific stuff behind it. I imagine someone like Project Farm or something like that, whatever, might have, I doubt he's done a video on 6-liter starts, but I'm sure there's someone out there who's done a pretty good video. But hopefully this video was informative, and hopefully you enjoyed. And maybe if I was funny, made you laugh or something like that. That's awesome too. And all right, so conclusion: 6.4 starter, good upgrade, but not necessarily an upgrade that I would go spend $200 and an hour of my time just to have it crank a little bit faster, unless I absolutely needed it. But I live in a place that doesn't really freeze too often, and so on and so forth. So in all reality, a 6.0 starter would have worked, did me just fine. But I went and did the 6.4, and I'm happy about it. So that's my conclusion. All right, stay awesome.